Okay, we're back. A little bit break. Cameraman had to dial up a massive slice of pepperoni pizza. So, I was wrong. It turns out it was a American guy that had the excitement after rowing a long race, a long track with a long boat and long oars. Anyway, you get the point. So what else is going on out there? Well, I'll just give you a little tour of my gadgets here. This is, of course, you know, gadgets are part of the deal. So this is my jam box. This has been around for a while, but this is from a company that has the worst of luck, I must say. It's a little company here in the Bay Area that is came out with a product. You might have heard about it. It's called the Up. You know, the Up. You wear it on your wrist and it counts how many steps you did. It looks at how well you slept. All this crap. But guess what? The battery was a failure and every one of them was defective. It's tough when you make a product that's 100% defective. Fortunately, this product here is keeping the doors open and it speaks German.
Akku ist nahezu vollgeladen.
Perfect. It's got plenty of battery left. And it's wireless, but for the show, I've got it plugged into my iPhone here. And the reason I have it plugged into my iPhone is this is my app for the week. It's a music creation app. And I've been having a lot of fun with this. This is actually called Figure by Propellerhead. So I don't know if you can see that, but those are drum pads. And watch this. You can it's if you were interested in playing the drums, but you never had good sense of time, this is the app for you because it takes care of the time for you.
Yeah, partying now.
Oops. Now that's one thing you might want to lock the orientation because it rotates well. But we can have a little fun with this, you know. Act like we're out in the Bahamas, you know, chilling. And I'm not a drummer, I'm not a musician, but you know, you could a little bit more rock beat. That's me. That's not the damn machine. Well, it's helping me out significantly, but it's very German to lip sync. You know this. if you watch ZDF, you know those people aren't singing. It's too perfect. But what was not too perfect was that guy, that track and field. Now you can record what you want. Yeah. So the guy with the discus, that was what I call ad-libbing. If you're gonna ad-lib, you got your one chance to be on TV. I guarantee you, this guy's got thousands of voicemail messages on his phone when he comes home with future girlfriends. So he's gonna be all right. Perfect. Anyway, it's I think this is only a couple bucks. Propellerhead is the company that makes it. And these are all really high quality samples. You know, you don't have to, that's sort of the urban sample. But if you want to play something they call it the Northeast, you know, a little bit more raw, a little bit got the clap, you know. And again, I get hosed by the rotation. It's good to practice with the basic. And you can do different amplitudes, so you want to make it loud, you want to make it quiet. So that's pretty cool. And you know, if you want to get funky with the called maison, you know, the French, you know, really tight bass, you know, like maximum tightness, like you just took some X-Lax and didn't make it to the head on time, you know. That beat just works with everything. Right? I mean, it's like a discotheque. We just created the freaking discotheque right here in the house. It's perfect. It's awesome. Oh, and even better, if you want to make some crazy, hi-hats, you can change how many measures, right? Same thing with the snare. If you want to get the snare really super fast. Yeah. Sounds like Revenge of the Nerds. Remember that? My name is Wormser. I'm here to say I'm a nerd. Booger Presley on the violin. Yeah. Can you guess my age from that? I love that movie, even today. I actually own the soundtrack. Believe it or not, the soundtrack is not available on iTunes. So, for as far as I'm concerned, 10 out of 10 for this app. For the price, for what it does, you can record stuff, you can share it, and that's just the drums. Now, what about the bass line, man? You can put all this stuff together. In fact, let's do that. We can. All right. Now I put the lead on top, right? You gotta have a little funkiness. Don't you feel like you're in a basement in Amsterdam somewhere? Look, no hands. The phone, I put it down. The party is back. I created so we talked about propeller heads and the application for making beats called Figure. It's available in the App Store. I think it's something like $2, maybe even 99 cents. Pretty good deal. Now, there's another one from Korg, the guys who make the beatbox in a box. But instead of having to carry around this ridiculous 1 pound piece of equipment, you can just buy the app for your iPhone. It's got the funky flashing action. But this thing, you can make different sounds here. Let me get the. Again, it's just touch. It works the same way. It's called the Castellator, the iCastellator, and it's iWunderbar. If you ask me, I give it. Don't worry, not everything is going to be wunderbar on this show. I'm going to show you some crap too. But let's start out with good stuff like this Korg iCastellator. I like the drums for me. I like the beatbox kind of stuff. I've always...
We have Wunderbar
That's
and we
what
have
they do.
Scheiße?
Yes. Yeah. So I think this stuff is wunderbar. Feel free in the feed, because we're going to put this up on a Squarespace page. Some of my buddies out of New York, they give you a nice canned website with a feed, and I can plug it into iTunes, and I can make it a feed again, just like we did with our previous show. See if you recognize me from a previous show, for which we only had 3 episodes. But I mean, it's cool, right? I mean, you can have a lot of fun with that. Now, the music. I've got 2 folders worth of music applications. I could go on for all day long with this. I've got karaoke. I've got this. I'm trying to learn about music theory, so I've got this thing called Songster Plus. This is an application that will basically take all the parts of a song and give you the tabs for them. So if you want to actually read the music of your favorite songs, a good example is like Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine, right? You can actually play the song constructed from strictly written music, and you can pick what you want. So this is the drum part, and obviously there are no drums in the beginning of Guns N' Roses' Sweet Child of Mine, but right here, right? So it sounds simulated because it's constructed from all the different notes, but you can read the music as it goes across and learn your favorite song. So that's kind of cool. I'm a big Rush fan, and it's complex music, so I can kind of see how complex it is by actually seeing the notes go across the screen when I'm listening. So that's pretty nice. And you know, I've like I said, I've got 2 folders worth of musical applications, and you know, a guitar tuner. I've got a decibel meter for determining how loud something is, and something to record. This one's kind of fun. I think kids would like this one because this is called Bebot, and it's just simple. You've got 2 axes, right? You've got up and down, which is sort of a magnitude, and then you've got left and right. And this is sort of analogous to, I don't know if you remember the guy at Moog, you know, the famous Moog keyboard. But this is like the digital version of that, where all you did was turn a few knobs and press some keys, and you got these different songs, and basically you've got the 70s and 80s all packed right in there. Except in the 80s they figured out how to stack all this electronics into something that looked like a guitar, but it was a keyboard. And Duran Duran was born. So, you know, and then this guy, you know, you can do this in different you know, different things, like this is like a sound effects processor. You pay hundreds of dollars for something. So, you know, but it's cheap too. This was 99 cents. I do remember this one. I'm pretty sure this one. It sounds like Nintendo. And you can even do multiple tones at the same time if you want. So you got multiple keys. Hello, can you go? And the jam box just keeps up with it. I mean, this thing pretty much kicks butt and takes names. Do you have names? I think it does. Because this thing, you can fill up a room. This thing's pretty loud. We're in a pretty big room here, and it's filling it up nicely. Hopefully it's not blowing away this little microphone we have. I don't have a tremendous amount of kit with me today. Oh, here you go. So that's the Bebot, 99 cents from the App Store. And that's it.
It does seem to make you happy. It's almost as happy as Angela Merkel at a Greek World Cup game.
Oh. Or Angela Merkel after getting a hug from George Bush.
A back rub.
A back rub, yeah. I've never quite seen a woman position herself in such a clutch. Her shoulders were actually like this. After her head was actually below her shoulders from the reaction that she had from, how you doing, Angela? I'm just giving you a back rub there, you know. No, you're not down with the back rub. Okay. But, you know, you got to give it credit to the guy. At least Bush, when he left politics, not only did he check out, he disappeared. He handed the books over to the new guy and got out of Dutch. I give him credit for that, because if you ever hear him interviewed, does he talk about politics like Clinton? Even his dad talks about politics more. He's in not the best of health these days, but I wish him well. I like the Bush family. They were having spent some time in the Houston area. Good people. It's pretty amazing to have 2 presidents with the same last name that were alive at the same time. So, and related on top of that. Anyway, what else is going on, Richter? Anything you can think of?
Well, thinking back at politics, there was the very funny article with Hillary Clinton and Angela Merkel standing next to each other from the waist down, and it was guess who is Hillary, guess who is Angela.
Quite the same taste.
And yes, it was. They do choose the same pantsuits.
And these are folks that definitely, they probably have custom tailored pantsuits. If there's ever such a thing. I'm sorry, Hillary Clinton and Angela Merkel, but I got to tell you something. Pantsuits are just about the most forgettable article of clothing known to a man. I don't think, I really, seriously, if you want to be unnoticed and just completely invisible, wear a pantsuit. And maybe in politics, that's exactly where you want to be, because the camera's going to be on you anyway. Why not be an apparition with a pantsuit on? No pantsuits.
Well, next episode we will probably be done with the Olympics, so we'll have something to say. A disappointing World Cup, unfortunately.
Yeah,
to lose to the Italians is not pleasant.
That's a problem. That's a problem. Yes, absolutely. I mean, Germany was like a machine. Did I say that? Yes, I did. It was like a machine, and all the gears were working, and it's like somebody threw nails and monkey wrenches into the works in the middle of the game, and said, hello, we are going to hand you a loss on a platter. But next time, it was Eurocup.
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 Yes.
Eurocup. World Cup.
They had the opportunity to roll over all of the financially troubled countries, starting with the Greeks, the Italians, and then the Spanish. That would have been.
Let me tell you something, folks. I highly, and I mean highly, recommend visiting a country that is in the news every day. You're there. It's pretty interesting. Wouldn't you say, Richter? I mean, you turn on the news at the end of the day. We relax, have a couple of beers, and CNN World Report. What's going on? Up Spain. But yeah, maybe next episode we can talk about the German shot put team. If maybe they have something to maybe they have an even better show than the discus action. So that's a wrap. And stay tuned for the next episode where we will introduce the concept of Scheiße.